Hello, welcome to my class. Welcome everyone. Here I am again. Try to treat this inspirational topic. Parent, please come nearer. Borrow me your ear. Let's talk to one another. Let's talk to one another. We work so hard in this life. We work so hard. In fact, every manners of jobs we've done in this life. Whichever career you found yourself, I know, you and I know that we work too hard to sacrifice a lot for our children. But guess what? Did we ever achieve all what we wanted to achieve in this life? I'm sure the answer is really no. Especially when it has to do about finance, because today, the reason why I come here today is about finance. Did we ever get to that stage, that status of a finance in our life, that we could at least take finance, issues of money, out of our problems? We didn't. We couldn't do that. Some of us did, that they know better. They know the right approach. Their parents, or they were exposed to some older people, mentors, that could quickly enroll them in the way and manner they should go. And then they themselves submitted themselves to learn and to, expedite whatever they've learned. And at the end of the day, it works. Because this is a strategy. It's not about prayer. That's your prayer. It's not about this closing our eyes, kneeling down, and then fasting that you're going to achieve it. No. The strategy, the action is exactly the prayer that your maker, your creator wanted. And then you just see everything start working out. Fine. That finance issues will be out of your many problems. Okay? You'll be able to afford many things. And then since as an adult, at whichever age you call yourself right now, watching me, borrow me your ear. Just agreed. Accept that you have failed. If you like, don't agree. Agree partially. And if you like, don't agree. You search yourself. Search your soul. So go back in memory. Go back down in the memory lane and remind yourself when you were still very, very active, young. What are the things that you wanted in your future, like in your 20 years after, 30 years after? And tell me if you have been able to tick all of them. Then you probably might be deceiving yourself. You thought only working so hard. We go to school. After school, we start working, we build a career, we work so hard, 9 to 5, or we run a business, work so hard, and at the end of the day, we're going to achieve everything we want to achieve. But unfortunately, you should be able to answer the question, did you achieve yours? Because I can categorically tell you here that many of us never achieve that what we wanted. So now, the reason why I'm here today is that, please, we should sit down, go back to drawing board, and mark things that we've done wrongly that we could not get to the destination we actually dreamed of. The destination we dreamed of. Meanwhile, some few secluded people actually got to that destination. It is now a different problem, general problem every one of us has, including yourself looking at me. We all have it, both rich, wealthy, and poor. We all have the same problem. But you see, this finance is completely out of some certain set of people who apply strategy as their ways of prayer. And they act with it. So why am I here? Why I'm here is that, please, we should stop pressurizing our children unnecessarily. we should try and work with them. You know, like be like a guide, be like a lead. Make them understand the mistake you have made and which didn't make you get to where you are supposed to be at the moment, financially. So use your own failure to teach them. After probably you might have studied a lot, you've done a lot about how to build wealth. How to build wealth. You have studied a lot. You have practicalized some of them, and now you have seen the way it started unveiling in a positive direction. That you know, as time goes on, if you're so serious and disciplined with it, which is very difficult for a parent to do because there's so many responsibilities here and there for you, especially the children. Then start teaching your child, especially our older teenagers that is about becoming younger adults. Start teaching them how they need to start building wealth when they don't have responsibility yet. You know what I mean? They don't have, there's nothing like partner, there's nothing like children. That is the stage they need to start building wealth. Right? And how do you start? The moment they start making little amount of money, engage them, right? In some books, how to build wealth. Engage them in some knowledge, videos of those who are financially knowledgeable. Do you understand now? Financially knowledgeable. That is their field. That is their career. They've done a lot and they've made it at a very tender age. See, let me tell you something. See that your child in the house at the age of 21 or 19 or what have you. Hey, there are so many children, right? They did not step on their parents' wealth for them to achieve that what they've achieved. They are becoming a millionaire or even close to be a millionaire. In their 20s, people are doing it. Children like your children at home are achieving them. You'll be shocked. It is simply because you think they are not achievable. That's a lie. They are achievable. It is just because there is an approach you need to use. If your children will not listen to people like us that we are, of age, there are some close gap of age group. Girls, children are becoming millionaire under 30. I am telling you, under their 30 years, they are becoming millionaires. Tell your children, if they don't know about this person's name, Lamide Elizabeth. Lamide Elizabeth. They should Google Lamide Elizabeth and follow the, the channel. It's a YouTube podcast. They will be amazed with how those who are of their age mate or older, how they've started building wealth right from beginning and where they are at the moment. That even yourself, if you listen, you take time out, you will be so sure that by the time your children are 30 or before, because everybody works differently, mind you. So don't come and use unnecessary mathematics here. Everybody works differently. Yeah, we are smarter than each other. We are clever than each other. So don't let us argue. You may be dumb or foolish. Don't believe everybody will be like that. A teacher or a mentor that mentored you or teach you, that doesn't mean that you as a student cannot be better than them. We have seen it unveil itself in many ways. So let them start educating themselves. Start having a very robust mindset, even if not becoming a millionaire, but let them walk in that direction that at the end of the day, something will happen, something great, positive will happen. And how do they start? The moment they start working, doing little, something little income is coming in. Let them start immediately. The so-called tithe that you'll be pursuing them, forcing them, persuading them to go and be giving to a man of God that has made you a child of Satan. Go tell them they should start using that 10% tithe and offering to start. They should add it up with whatever percentage they want to at the end of every month and start building. Rather than you persuading your children to go and be giving this tithe and offering, to a church in the name of, man of God, and you are child of Satan, right? Remember, warn yourself. You've been doing it for too many years. And what did they say that tithe will be for you? No, I don't know if you have been able to achieve that what they say the tithe will do for you. That's another topic for another day. It's act of foolishness. It is an act of foolishness for you to think that your tithe is working for you. If it's not working for you financially, it's not working for you on a health-wise. I don't know how it's working. The only person that the tithe offering is working for, it's your pastor and his family. Your pastor that was nobody financially some years ago. All of a sudden, all of you contribution, building offering, tithe off and everything come together, and his children. You have served your man of God for too many years, contributing to his finances, and he takes the finance because the banks will expose him to what I'm telling you right now. Tell your children to start going to invest in mutual fund, government bond, ISA. There's this other one they call FNP or what have you. So many of them like that. EIS. Buying a house, property, contributing with friends, and acquire, project and do together. If your child did not build a portfolio, a financial portfolio, a robust financial portfolio, there's no how probably his university friends, by the time they are out of uni and they are these children that come from a wealthy home and all that, they have a project they want to do that involves a lot of thousands, millions of currency. That's not how they want to get your child involved, even though it's their close friend. But if they know that your child has a robust financial, investment, they will involve your child. And guess what? None of them will ever tell the turnout of that particular project. They might say, okay, there will be increase of probably just 10% or 20% in that project. By the time they finish, the project might be worth unbelievable amount that they can never believe. And that is how all of them, all of a sudden, can become what they never expected in their life. Neither can it not become issue, but what we are saying is that we have to be positive. Because the issue is that when a child invests, obviously, in the right direction, right organization, that are bind with government safety, surely it's going to be in the right direction. It's going to breed out positive to that child. When your child is still under your umbrella, be their guide, be their lead. Let them at least have something to say. Not when they are now in their 20s, older, listening to so many, financial knowledge channel or reading books and all that. And then start wondering how come my parents never know about all of these things? No wonder my parents were just struggling every now and then. If you haven't been able to help yourself, help them. For me, I have a story, you have a story, everybody has a story of the reason why we got to where we are today. But let not our sad story be our child's story as well by the time they are in their 40s. Let it be a pleasant one. Like I said, one problem, let it be out. Let's deal with the rest of them. Everybody has it, including the one I'm talking about, which is finance. But some have been able to remove that. And you know, this one that I'm talking about could also remove some of the problem that is even lying on the list as well. Imagine you having a particular sickness and it requires certain amount of money and you do not have it. Even if your government make provision for healthcare in whichever country you live, it might require you to go to private hospital for it to be done as quickly as possible, not to be on a waiting list for the next 2-3 years and then your case deteriorated. Meanwhile, if you had gone to private hospital, that you have health insurance, that you are paying direct debit to every month, your case will be dealt with as quickly as possible, and this will not cause another major problem for other organs in your body. But because you don't have money, there could be more additional problem added to you or your child, or that health issue is affecting your child. Meanwhile, some parents will solve this problem. You cannot. Because you are not a millionaire, you are not a billionaire. That does not mean that you cannot build one out of your own children. And other children of yours will follow. Somehow, maybe. Some will not follow, some may not. Some of your children may not. Yeah. But at least do your best. So that when your children are talking, are in their 20s or probably in their 30s, they will not develop amnesias of how many sacrifices you have made for them when they were growing up young, before they are even young adults. Because some of them suddenly just develop amnesias and start talking rubbish, start challenging you, start interrogating you with no iota of respect whatsoever. All the sacrifices you have nearly killed yourself on. But maybe this one, in their tender age, but old age, if you channel them in that direction, possibility is there that at least they will be able to mention your name, than saying all manner of rubbish in public. My parents were so reckless with their finances. My parents were so lazy. They could not build wealth. They could not do this, that. I could not leverage on my parents, whatever. Like as if you were able to leverage on your own parents. You build yourself. And you did everything you could do for that child to be in the status where he is today, that is even an envious of some other children. Yet, he became ungrateful of a child that make you cry. So for me, I am telling all of us here, please, it is important that we have to take this seriously. Don't let your child come and use the precious period, the precious financial period of their young age to start building another, especially church. Yeah. It's important. Don't let them come and serve their mates, the pastor's children again, just like the way you have served their parents for so many years. And then, I can assure you, you can debate me if you want to, it didn't end well. Yes, it did not end well, but you know what? Your pastor's case ended well. Yeah, they have investment everywhere now, but you don't have any. The 10% that is not even available to take care of all your problems, right? They will tell you that you come and give it to God. It shows that you are not advancing your religion lifestyle. That's why. We have been there. We've been everywhere. There's nothing you want to tell me about religion that I cannot tutor you to stop pot on. It does not get you anywhere. Your children can do their charity by themselves. If the pastor says they want to do charity, they want to use your money for charity, that's a lie. They do no charity. Before they do charity to anybody, they do it to themselves. Yes. They will invest that humongous contribution that you people have brought. They will invest it for their own personal gain. Yes. They will invest it to their own personal gain. You contribute, building offering, indeed. You are building house. You are building house for your pastor. You are building house for your pastor. You are building property for him that he can use to leverage his finances and become wealthy. And you don't have any. Little contribution. You know that it's a big ocean. Little drop of water is a big ocean at the end of the day. So don't let your children, don't persuade them, don't train them. They don't need it. Train them about giving. Train them about love. Train them about care. And that giving, which is charitable, they can do it by themselves. These are children that are educated, exposed, wisely experienced because of your training and the training they've acquired in various places in life, schools and everywhere. They can carry out charity. Make sure that charity is one of their watchdogs. They can do it by themselves. They can go out there. They can go to any form of orphanage homes or whatsoever to render charity cause. They don't have to do it through anyone that cannot be accountable for them. They can't walk down to their pastors and say, come and give an account. They dare not. Especially all these African churches spread all over the whole world. They are too big, pompous, and arrogant, even than God. Not to talk of you. Who are you? They will call you out on the altar and curse the hell out of you and your family, and even lay curses on you. That if you are not careful, that you are the type who doesn't believe in all of those rubbish, by the time you take one step like this and then something goes wrong, you would think it's the cause that they just cursed on you on the altar that is working. Meanwhile, it's a lie. It's just your mindset that is playing stupidity in your own head. So please, it makes no sense. Let's start building financial wealth for our children. We couldn't achieve it, they can achieve it. And at the end of the day, they will smile. Work with them. In their 20s, let them start. The moment they start earning, let them start a very huge percentage to all of this. By the time they are in their 30s, they will start having financial. See, you can imagine you working and then you take 50% of your income or 70%, let's just even say 30 to 70% of your income, and you're living on, 30 to 50% as a child who has no responsibility. And you could do this for 10, 15 years. That is in an investment where they are paying from 5 to 20 something percent yearly, and is adding up the profit and the capital again back into investment again. And mind you, every month is still sending more money for investment. And this is yielding, rolling over so many years. And you're telling me here you will not build financial freedom for your child, that your child will now get exposed to more that it can ever imagine. Because it is wherever you push yourself to in life that you're going to meet destiny helper more that will make you do more than what you never expected. And this is an area where your child will not bring a liability home, whether he or she will not bring a liability home. He's going to meet his own caliber calibers, his own status, that they can work together in humility and harmony, and they will be able to build wealth that will later in life come back to liberate you, not to haunt you as a parent. And your children will forever be grateful to you that yes, you do not have the finances for them to leverage upon, but you show them the way that they now leverage upon it. And then look at how blossom it has become for them. I think I will say more than this. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity again to listen to me in my class. We'll see you again in another class. Thank you. Bye.